Hey, I am Aditya Das. I am the author of this article about seasonality um, and what happens to Bitcoin markets in February. So, seasonality is this concept in financial markets, which basically suggests that just like we have seasons in nature, we have seasons in financial markets generally driven by events like earnings season or the new year or people going away on summer break. And every year when these sort of seasonal events, these regular seasonal events happen, this can have an effect on the price. So in this article, I explore the seasonality and of Bitcoin in the month of February and what tends to happen historically on the month of February for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. What have observed and what the data suggests is that February has historically been a pretty consistent month for Bitcoin. Maybe not the biggest names gains, but generally, consistent, almost always positive. One of the most consistent green months for Bitcoin. Um, yeah, and there is this interesting effect where, similar to the Chinese New Year effect, Bitcoin tends to do well around Valentine's Day. Bitcoin has had like a gift narrative historically, so to see it emerge on Valentine's Day is kind of intuitively unsurprising. Yeah, I also sort of discuss in 2023 the macro sort of environment for Bitcoin. So far, it's been a pretty strong year price wise. January has gone exceptionally well. Bitcoin's up above 35% year to date. Really healthy, strong gains, kind of driven by much mellower, lighter economic data, which is a nice kind of rebalancing after some of the stark, kind of deep, scary interest rate hikey, high inflation data that we were getting towards the end of 2022. So 2023, we've seen perhaps not the end of fiscal tightening, but a definite sort of kind of energy or just viewpoint from the Fed and from the market that perhaps the worst is over and things are balancing out a little bit, and we're going back to a sort of more loose kind of fiscal and monetary regime. Um, on the Ethereum side, again, yeah, super historically consistent month for gains, the most consistent green month for Ethereum, but again, not the biggest gaining month. It's not the month where ridiculous uh, percentage gains are observed. The big story with Ethereum, specifically heading into the end of the first quarter, is Shanghai and the Shanghai hard fork, which will be Ethereum's first big update in a while. Um, yeah, I mean, Shanghai is eagerly anticipated because for the first time, people who have staked their Ethereum to the proof of stake beacon chain will be able to unstake. Um, you know, there's lots of different viewpoints on what this will mean to the price of Ethereum. There is a view that as soon as people are able to unstake, they will, and they will liquidate, and yeah, just massive liquidation event because all this illiquid ETH suddenly becomes illiquid. But there what seems to be the stronger viewpoint and the more dominant viewpoint is that Shanghai will lead to a growth in staking because Ethereum now has this much more appealing proposition for stakers where you can unstake wherever you want to. So yeah, you any kind of ETH that's sold will be rebought quite quickly because there'll be this emergence of new demand to stake, and everybody's saying the liquid staking protocols will do really well. Currently, just 19% of the ETH on the market um, is available is being actively staked. So we might see a turnaround there. So yeah, that's sort of my view on sorry the seasonal kind of perspective on Bitcoin and Ethereum at the minute. Um, Historically been a strong month. We're having excellent sort of gains heading into it. The macro picture is a little bit rosier, but looming behind all of this is this recession fear and a lot of forecasters saying that a recession is coming.